So you've decided to be a freelance learning designer. Yay! Well, you will need to know how to scope projects. So stay tuned for my top 5 tips to make sure you don't lose money or risk your reputation. Bianca Raby here, education nerd and learning designer. Over my career, I have scoped hundreds of online course design projects, from $1,000 to $700,000 in value. There are 3 main drivers of time, aka costs, in these projects. They are amount of learning time for the learners, how the content is provided and how much of it there is, and the technology chosen to host the course. Keeping these in mind, let's dive into my top tips. Oh, and stick around to the end where I reveal the valuable template on offer for subscribers. Number 1, ask the right questions. Project briefs will vary in detail exponentially. You may get 2 sentences, 2 paragraphs, or a few dot points as to what is to be done. So you need to ask the right questions. It is your right to know what is being asked of you to quote for. The best way to do this is to jump in a 30-minute discovery call. Gather all the information you can and suss them out as clients. Oh, and the questions you ask also reassure the client that you know what you're talking about. Number 2, allow for axe sharpening. Lincoln once said, "If I had only an hour to chop down a tree, I would spend the first 45 minutes sharpening my axe." Remember this in your quoting. There is a period of time at the beginning of a project where you are all sharpening the axe, especially if it's a new client. Quote for kick-off meetings, regular check-ins, and general administration to set it up for success. Number 3, understand the value of your time. It's easy as a freelancer to fall in the trap of saying yes to everything the client asks you. Sometimes the requests are small and not a big deal, but other times clients may not realise they are asking you for very time-consuming things. So when quoting, preempt this. Allow for a buffer, either by increasing your hourly rate slightly or adding 20% more hours to a task than you think it would take. This will mean you can say yes to some things and only speak up about scope creep for the big stuff. Number 4, be clear. This is a huge one. You must be very clear as to what you will be actually doing and then how this translates to a deliverable for the client to see. So if your first step is to review current course content to make recommendations, then write that as a task and allocate a time frame and cost to it. Don't make any assumptions. You will find many clients are new at this online course development thing and need you to spell it out for them. Number 5, set up milestones. There is nothing worse than a project dragging out and causing financial stress on you as a freelancer. It is very acceptable to ask for a deposit and for larger projects to request a midpoint payment and a final one. A typical project milestone breakdown is 20% deposit, 40% midpoint, and 40% final. So if you follow my advice of the 4th tip, be clear, you'll be able to easily spell out what you will be delivering for each milestone to be paid. Okay, so I know how hard it is to start out quoting projects. I made so many mistakes early on. So for those still watching, you're in luck, as I have included a tried and tested project scoping template. It comes with a completed example from a real client project. If you use this to form your quote, you won't go wrong and the client will love the clarity you've provided. Helpful? I'd love to hear if you have any other tips to share, so drop them below. If you are just starting out as a freelancer, check out this video. And if you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to click like, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be notified of new videos. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay awesome.